Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are doing great. My voice is clear. Kindly confirm, please. Hello. Kindly confirm that my voice is clear.
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. I'm going to start the session. Okay. Welcome to the Niche Ideas Lab. Today our topic of webinar is research writing. So basically, we start the session. What is research? Research always starts with a question in your mind. You have a question in your mind, then you'll work on it. Like, look at these questions. First one is, why was the Great Wall of China built? Second one, why have scientists learned about the possibility of life on Mars? Third one, what role did women play in American Revolution? Fourth one, how does the human brain create, store, and retrieve memories? And last one, who invented the game of football and how has it changed over the year? I think you all may know the answer to this question, but the main problem is that how you will find answer to this question. Like you will search on the internet, uh, go to the library, or can use other information source. To put simply, you perform research. So finding a question toward your answer, you will do research. Let us look at what is research and how we will define it. We can say that research is simply a process of discovering new knowledge. Sorry, you can ask question during the session, or if you have a question, you can ask at the end also. What is research? Research is actually a process of discovering new knowledge. This knowledge you will discover can either be development of new concept or the advancement of existing knowledge theories, leading to the new understanding of that was not previously known. How we define a research? Research is actually a systematic investigation, like gathering and analysis of information designed to develop or contribute to generalizable knowledge. The purpose of actual research is to enhance society by advancing knowledge through the development of scientific theories, concepts, and ideas. Our main topic is what is research writing. So, what is research writing? The process of writing, sharing the answer to your question along with the evidence on your answer is called research writing. The answer you will find to your question based on the sources you used for your reasoning and explanation. When you will find answer to your question, you will write your answer along with the references source you are using for your research in a proper manuscript form. That is called research writing. What are the essential building
Zahra, can you please make it full screen so everybody can read it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Always welcome. What are the essential building blocks of research writing? There are three essential building blocks. Like always do real research. But what is your question? Like if your question is regarding field research, do field research. If your question is regarding laboratory research, always do laboratory research. Either you will search on the internet and put the answer into your manuscript. No, it's not good. Always do your real research. Create one sentence answer to your research question. Means that you perform research, then encode your answer in a proper format, like in your thesis. You do a research to find an answer to your question, then you can write it in a thesis form. So your thesis is a one sentence answer to your research question. Share your answer to research question in a way that make it believable, understandable, and usable for your reader. Like when we do research in a laboratory, we always have raw data. When we perform thesis, we have a raw data. Then we align our data in a paper, a research paper, in a manuscript, in our thesis result. It is refined data that will explain about your research. So the steps of research paper writing. What we do while writing our research paper. First of all, we have to select our topic. Like we have a question in our mind, we analyze it, we select a proper topic, then we identify what is a problem, we are going to identify. Research problem is the basic term on which your research based. First of all, you have to find a research problem. After this, you'll collect the relevant data, data that will be related to your research, like doing survey or laboratory research, or you go to library. Then we analyze that data, analysis of that data through a different computer model or laboratory experiments or by survey. Then after analysis of data, we write the research paper. The data we have analyzed, then we put this data in a proper research paper format. Then we proofread this our research paper and then submit it for publication proper. So we'll start how to write a scientific manuscript or how to write a research paper, research article. A manuscript structure. There are following term in research article, review article, or in scientific manuscript like book chapter. These are following structure. First, start with the title. What is the title of your research? The title should be a tentative title. After this, abstract, introduction, body of article, result, discussion and conclusion, acknowledgement, references, figures and table. Now we will discuss these terms one by one. Abstract. What is abstract? Abstract is always a summary of your manuscript. Like abstract of a research paper or review article, it should be a short summary of content it include. It should be between 200 to 300 words, most probably 250 words. It includes the purpose of study, significance of results and its conclusion. Abstract contains small bit of information of your article. It's better to call it overview of your paper. The abstract of paper will always be available to view online by the either you have paid for its subscription or not, it will always be available at journal site. So in abstract, problem is investigated, purpose of research is mentioned, methodology in 2 to 3 line, results one line, and conclusion in 2 to 3 line. It is actually a summary of your overall paper. Common mistakes we do in writing abstract. Too much background and method information we put. No, it should always be in 2 to 3 lines. Precise format. Figure or images. Abstract don't contain figure or images. Reference to the literature. Figures or images. No, abstract don't contain reference or abbreviation. Always put your full format. Don't use abbreviation abstract. Introduction. What is introduction of research paper? After the abstract introduction comes, the introduction gives the reader all the primary information required to understand the paper. It explains the idea of main topic, explanation of key terms like historical information or background study of your research. The abstract you write should be able to indicate why research done in this particular article is different, how it is relevant to the discussion. The research you are performing on a topic, in introduction you will give broad information on the topic, previous research many people have done on this. Background information should be narrow, it should be according to the need, don't give too much information. Focus of paper. In introduction, write the hypothesis. We can say that introduction is actually a summary of a problem. It should be in 350 to 500 words, means 4 paragraphs. What common mistakes we do in writing introduction, like too much information or too little information? Introduction should be precise. It should give main idea regarding background research. Unclear purpose. In introduction, don't mention unclear purpose. Structure should be clear, purpose should be clear, and introduction don't make a list. It should be in 4 paragraphs, simple. Material and methods. These are actually a body of manuscript. The material method in research paper actually explain an individual how the study was conducted. Generally, it provides the reader with information like sampling strategy used, instrument used, data collection method like analysis strategies. This part of the research article or manuscript should be descriptive, precise, and in detail. Like in uh, methods and material, instruction on exactly how to repeat the experiment, how you are performing your experiment, which experiment you are using. First of all, you should clear the subject. Sample preparation technique, from where you have your which technique you are using for your sample preparation. You have to mention sample origin, from where you have taken your sample ID, like you have taken it from laboratory or you have taken it from field, you have taken it from anywhere, you should have to mention it. Field site description, from where you have taken your sample, uh, you describe your field site. For technique you are using for data collection, which technique you are using collecting your data, always mention it. Data analysis technique, like if you are working on a disease or drug design protocol, which technique you are using for data analysis, always mention it. A computational tool, yeah, like you are performing docking or you are performing RNA-seq, whether which computational bioinformatics tool is used in your paper, you have to mention it, its complete protocol. Describe, always mention which equipment you are using in your research and for which purpose they are using, always mention it in your material and method section. But common mistakes we people do in writing materials and method, like too little information. It should not be in too little. It should be precise, not too much lengthy, but it give detailed summary of detailed information about your methodology. Information, some people quote information for introduction. No, don't copy your introduction and put in your material section. Always give information about your method, technique, models which are you using. Verbosity, it should not contain verbosity in its materials and methods section. So let's come to the results. Results section in research paper should give specific information of your findings, values with suitable data included. It must be presented in a straightforward section, factual manner. Numerical figures, graphs, percentages should be included as well. Your result always in a very organized in a very beautiful manner. Like your results are in a numerical format, then make a table. If it's in uh, it's in figure format, always make clear figure of your result. It always contain the summary of your data. Common mistakes we do, like we are performing research in a lab, we have data in raw format, we have result, we pasted it as it is into our research paper. No, don't do these mistakes. Some people reports in research section their materials and methods, saying that we have using this material method and find this result. No, don't code your material and method in this section. Just give a note on what your results are. Discussion and interpretation of data. We always confuse results and discussion method. We make a only one segment containing results and discussion section. Don't do this. Always make a separate section of your result and discussion. Don't make your discussion section in result like you're comparing your research with other person research. Result section just always contain what results you have extracted from your research. No figure or table. Results should always be in figure or table format. Like table should be clear, having serial number, your sample. Either you are performing statistical research or performing any computational research, what result you have obtained from it. It should all be always be in very clear table format. And figure in your result should be in high resolution quality. What is discussion section? It's very important for an article body. In discussion section, actually facts are focused. It is considered as the most important part of your research article. It's always difficult to write. Discussion session must be discussion section must be put before or after the result. Don't mention your discussion before methodology. No, it should be after the results. Your discussion section answer the following question, like if your analysis is matching with calculated data, is the conclusion is valid, does the conclusion prove the required point, like these questions. You in discussion section you have to discuss what the results show in this particular section, like if your study deny and confirm the hypothesis, you should have to mention and discuss it in a detail. Like if your hypothesis is being rejected, did the result provide an alternative hypothesis? And also mention if your results agree with the other people research on this topic. You have to discuss this thing in your discussion section. Implication of study for the field, if you, which study you are working, if this can be implicated in a field, you have to thoroughly work on it or thoroughly write about it. In discussion section at the end point and last paragraph, you have to suggest improvement for and future research, like what are the future prospects for this research on which we are working. These are the common mistakes we do in while writing discussion section. Actually, it is a very difficult to write discussion section in a paper because we confuse discussion with results. Following are the common mistake, like combined with the result. As I have mentioned earlier, that we people combine with the result. Like in this result section, we always, some people try to discuss their results. No, discussion sec always discuss your research or compare your research in a discussion section. Like what your results are, if your results are matched with other people research, or what your hypothesis is either correct or not, or if it has reported alternative hypothesis. New results discussed in discussion section. Statement should be broad. In discussion section, don't include incorrectly discussing inclusive results. Always focus on your results, discuss your results, compare your results with other people findings. Or discussion section don't contain missing information. It contain all the information regarding your results. What are the figures and table in your research paper? These are very important, like your results always in table format, like list of number, text in column format, and figures, visual presentation of your research results are illustration of concepts or methodology. Figure should be in high resolution format, clear figure. Always mention captions along with your figure and try to cite them. Must be stand along your figures. Always mention your research paper. What are the references? When you're taking information from other, like following methodology of someone else has reported work, so you have to cite the paper. The reference page allow the author to accept all the sources used for gathering information, which sources you have used. These sources should be cited properly. Example of citation, you can find the example of citation on any website. Many people use and note medley references to cite their research. Always check specific referencing style. The style of the reference should be same in your whole article. But we should reference like peer-reviewed journal. Peer-reviewed journal mean research article or any research articles, books, abstract should be cited properly. You should don't need to reference like textbook, personal communication, assignments. These things are not necessary to cite. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, you can ask.